InDesign can build in several different types of navigation. We're going to look at two, creating a hyperlink and then turning it into a button. And these will work when you export to PDF, the portable document format, or SWIFT, the small web format, or Shockwave Flash. We'll start down here with the web address. I'm going to double click until I get inside the box, and then triple click until I select the line. I'll switch to the Interactive for PDF workspace to start. And when I choose Interactive for PDF, there's a Hyperlinks panel. And in that Hyperlinks panel, I can choose from the panel menu, New Hyperlink from URL. When I select that, either in the Flash document or the PDF, this makes it a clickable link that will go out to their default web browser. The next thing I want to do is build in some destinations so that these buttons go to different pages in the document. So I'll start by going to the next spread and I'll highlight Pacific Heights. First, I need to build the anchor where it goes, and then I'll turn it into a link. So I'll start by choosing New Hyperlink Destination. This is where it goes. And it's picked up the name of the highlighted text. Then I need to make it a link so I can assign that destination or link to the button. So I'll choose New Hyperlink, and I will select Text Anchor, and there is my Pacific Heights. And I'll click OK. So I'm going to do that for each page. I'll go to the next page, highlight the sunset, New Hyperlink Destination, name the sunset, which is a text anchor, then New Hyperlink, the clickable part. And I'll select the sunset. And I'll click OK. And I think we'll just start with the first two. You could do the last two on your own. I'll come back to Pages and double-click on the cover, and with my selection tool, I'll select Pacific Heights. In the Buttons panel over on the right, I'll hit Convert to Button. And I'll name this button Pac Heights. For the action, I'm going to choose Go to Destination. All of these work in both PDF and Flash, so it's a safe one to use. And the destination it picked up was Pacific Heights. I can even set the zoom level like Fit in Window, which is one of my favorites. I'll click on the sunset, and I'll convert this one to a button. I'll name this Sunset, and I'll choose Go to Destination and select the sunset and pick up Fit in Window. Now with each of these, to let the viewer know that they are buttons, I'm actually going to create a rollover. So to create a rollover, something happens when the mouse moves over it. All I do is click the word rollover and then change the appearance. I'll use my direct selection tool and click away because this is a group. So I'll select this box once to get the background. And in swatches, I'll choose this 100% black and make sure my tint is 100%. I'll click my selection tool, click on Pacific Heights, go to Buttons, click the word rollover. I'm going to click outside the page to deselect, use my direct selection tool, and then select just the background, and in swatches, I'll choose that 100% black and make it 100%. Now I'm ready to export this to a PDF. So I'll choose File, Export, and I'll put it in the same folder, and I'll name this Buttons, and Save, and I am choosing PDF Interactive, and hit Save again. I do want the spreads to be included. I want to view the page after exporting. I'm going to set the view instead of default, which is usually fit width, to fit the whole page so I see both pages in the spread. And creating a tagged PDF gives it structure so it can be read out loud for the visually impaired. And I'll click OK. And the first thing I'll test is the web link. So if my mouse moves over this web link, I can click once. I'll remember this action so I can visit sanfrancisco.com for all PDF documents and allow. And that worked. I'll close the web link and I'll come back to the PDF and my rollovers are working. I'll click on Pacific Heights once, it jumped me there. I'll go back up, click on the sunset once, and they are working. So throughout this document, you can build the other two buttons. First, you'll have to do in the Hyperlinks panel. I'll do one more of them for you. I'll highlight Noe Valley. I'll make a new hyperlink destination called Noe Valley. Then a new hyperlink, the clickable part. And it's grabbed Noe Valley. I'll come back to the cover page. I'll select Noe Valley, and in Buttons and Forms, hit the Convert to a Button. I'll name this Noe, N-O-E, and I'll give it the action of Go to Destination, Destination Noe Valley, and Fit in Window. And while we're here, I'll hit the word rollover, click away, go to my Direct Selection tool, and click back on the background. In swatches, I'll choose my black, make it 100%. And one last tip before I finish with this button. In the Buttons panel, I can hit the panel menu and reset all the buttons to the normal state so they don't show the rollover when you first come in. And then I would export my PDF again and test that the buttons are working. So we've built a web button that goes out to a website and internal document navigation that jumps to a specific page using the Buttons panel and the Hyperlinks panel.